Hello, Penguinauts. How are we doing? How's your week been? Mine's been long. Full-time job will do that to you, but I've been looking forward to doing this. It's going to be a bit of a shorter stream today, though. Hello, we've got Seal Boy in the chat. We've got VAPG, Paul, Black Eagle, some of the regulars. Yeah, it's going to be a shorter stream today. I've got some family staying with me this weekend. So we'll be streaming until about 9. I had to push the stream back as well because I was still having dinner. Good to see you too, Paul. How's everyone's week been? Things are going well at work for me, but again, still just long days. All very tiring. Very excited for when I get to move to my compressed work week at the beginning of March, where I only work Monday to Thursday. There'll be long days, but it means I won't be knackered on a Friday. I'll have had a lie-in. I'll be able to spend all of Friday YouTubing, and I'll have a little bit more energy for these streams. Honey, wake up, Beardy's playing Juno again. Hey, Deep, how we doing? Hello, Bread Penguin. Yes, Bready Penguin. Bready Penguin is indeed streaming. So, today, we're going to have a little bit of a different focus. So the past few streams, we've been going straight for orbit, going for the early satellites, doing all these contracts. But today, particularly since it's a bit of a shorter stream, we're going to see if we can put a Druid through the sound barrier. That's our plan. Not on a rocket, but on an aircraft. We're going to build aircraft today. I don't know if we'll achieve that today. We might end up spilling over, not to next week, because I'm not streaming next week. I'm actually busy next week. What am I doing next week again? Oh, yeah. To look at my calendar. Yeah, I'm off in a different town next week. Traveling from the Friday afternoon, so I won't be able to stream next week. But I will be back again the week after. So, anyway, this has got a tutorial, but I don't think we need it. I think we're going to be able to do it just fine without using the tutorial. Ah, this is our Santa Cruz rocket from last time. You know, it looks a lot better than I remember it looking. This is actually quite a nifty little workhorse rocket we built. But we're going to start again from scratch. Now, how do we go into like horizontal mode? There is a way to change, right? I mean, I know we can just rotate this, but you could change the entire editor into horizontal mode. I seem to remember. So this is what the tutorial's for. Craft from the side? No, these are different camera options. Part property said to be a plane instead of rocket. Aha! There we go. This is why I stream this. Because you guys can help me out. People with considerably more experience in the game. Okay, cool. We probably want a lot more room for our batteries. And we're just driving off the end, so we don't actually need any volume for gyros because we're going to have some wheels. How wide is this then? Thing. Okay, we don't need to be that big. We can go with a 0.3 meter radius thing. We're only going to have like a bit of fuselage, really. We don't really need anything in this fuel tank. We just need a bit of structure. Oh, hello. Why has it gone around that way? How do I rotate that? Ah, like this. There we go. Am I pointing the right way? I assume so. I assume it's going that way. But considering the nose cone went here, I feel like I might have done this the wrong way around. Yeah, okay. Well, I'm going to trust the nose cone. And we're going to do it this way. Just in case. So I assume the nose cone would, by default... Oh, yeah, there's the arrow there. Okay, so we were pointing the wrong way. Cool. Makes sense. Makes sense. I never noticed that arrow before. Probably because we haven't made a plane before. The white arrow shows you the way, yeah. Buongiorno! Carnassa's here. Hello. So, Carnassa, how's the episode of For All Kerbal Kind going? Hopefully better than Trent's is. Just so you guys know, N9's For All Kerbal Kind episode, as predicted, is not going to come out on time. It'll probably be out on Tuesday as usual. He should just make his release day Tuesday because he never makes the Sunday. He never leaves enough time. He's so bad for procrastinating. I told him to start working on it literally like after Christmas. Like he's had a lot of warning for this being the release date and he only started working on it this week. And I mean like only started fixing craft and fixing bases and stuff this week, let alone flying the missions. Like there was just no way it was going to happen. I'd been fixing save files, craft files and the like since before Christmas. And I relatively comfortably got my video out, but you know, I I wouldn't have been able to get it done and get it out a week earlier. You know, I needed a few weeks to get on top of all that stuff. And then actually making the video itself only took that last weekend. I filmed everything, all the flying and stuff on the Saturday, edited it and released it on the Sunday. But all of that groundwork you got to do. Obviously, I had a lot more work to do because I was building the mod pack, but it takes a while. And, you know, I can't say I didn't warn him, but, you know, doesn't really matter. Hopefully, Karnassus is going about as well as expected. How well is expected? Karnassus, because this needs to maybe be a little bit smaller. We'll go for 0.2 because then the wheels actually touch the ground. There we go. That's a little bit better. We'll offset them down a little bit as well. Oh, we need to have multiple. There we go. I do like that after placing a part, you can just select it and boom, add symmetry. In KSP, if you forget the symmetry, you've got to turn symmetry on. Like if you offset it into the perfect position, then realize you forgot to turn symmetry on. You've got to take the part off, put the part back on again, which is really irritating. I do like that. The main question, Karnassus, is the episode going to be out on time? Oh, we got the wrong mirror mode. Let's change that. We want mirror. There we are. Is it going to be out on time? Not this weekend, but next weekend. Seems to be unable to do that. I need the fear in me to be able to get something done. If it's not the night before, it's not happening. See, I'm very different, I feel, to you and N9. Like, I'm a very organized person. Hello, Paul! RIP Peregrine at 11 kilometers a second. Yeah, Peregrine lunar landed, smashed into the atmosphere over the Pacific Ocean. But landing on the moon is hard. It's difficult stuff, you know. If it was being built by NASA, I would have a lot more faith it would have got there. But all of these private lunar landers and such, it always takes a couple of attempts, you know. I mean, India took them 2 attempts, which is very impressive. They did it in just 2. But, you know, people forget that, yeah, okay, we've done it before, but all the people who did it are long since retired or dead. So it hasn't really, you know, had that expertise passed down. Specifically for landing on the moon. Of course, we've been landing stuff on Mars and all over the place. But, you know, the last US spacecraft of any kind to land on the moon was Apollo 17. They haven't landed even a robot since. So it's to be expected, I think. And people are saying, oh, you know, China beating the US, whatever. But, you know, it's a US probe, but it was still a private company. Yeah, it's still part of Artemis, but, you know, it wasn't built by NASA. You know, it wasn't built by JPL. I'm sure could have done it first try. Jax is also having issues with their lander. I didn't actually realize Jax had a lander up. Honestly, I live under a rock these days. With work and everything. I just have spend so little time looking at the news because all the news is just so depressing. Right. We want to have a turning angle on our front wheels, I think. And I guess we don't actually want... Should we just have power from our rear wheels? That would make sense, wouldn't it? Are our wheels backwards? Because they're turning backwards. Oh, they probably don't want that much of a turning angle. Maybe 10 degrees? How's that? Yeah, that's a bit better. Okay, yeah, that's good enough. I think we'll try that. Save that craft as Rover Boy. There we go. And let's launch it from the village runway. Here we go. Jackson landed today. I was having power issues. Okay, no, nice. I had no idea that had happened. Yeah, I'm really behind. I used to be really up to date, particularly on space news, but I just don't have the time to follow the news. As I said, most of it's depressing. I have these like panels at work, like these TV screens that have the headlines on. That's where I get most of my news from. So that's how I even knew that Peregrine had launched. Right. How do we drive? How do we go forward? Is it throttle? I think it might be throttle. Yeah, I did absolutely put the wheels on backwards. Can we reverse? I don't think so. We could just drive... You know what? We could just drive it off backwards. That's what we're going to do. There we are. We're just going to drive it off backwards. We don't need to restart. Improvise, adapt, overcome. So this is another reason why I wish you could just see your Space Center in the menu screen. You could make sure you're time warped to the daytime before you launch something. I don't know. I think it would add a lot of charm. I'm still not a fan of the main menu. The fact that the career mode... Ooh, hello. Ooh, okay. This may be a little bit more complicated than I thought. It's not exactly aerodynamic. But yeah, just the fact that the career screen is... oh, it's because our steering's obviously inverted because... Okay, well now we're just rolling down. We don't have enough torque to overcome the slope anyway, so it's fine. We'll just use the slope. We don't even need the torque from the wheels. Again, improvise, adapt, overcome. But yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the fact that it's just a shot of empty space, that main menu. I think a view of whichever launch site you're currently using would add a lot of charm. And I don't feel like that would be too difficult to implement, right? Have a little view of your little space center. Right, here we go. We should be able to get far enough. It was just, yep, there we go. Oh, is it going to survive as well? Oh, look at it go. Power slide down the mountain. You got to think that maybe druids have a similar approach to... Oh, like a tortoise on its back. Similar approach to safety as Kerbals, right? In the fact that they have a runway that has just a shit cliff at the end of it. You don't want to mess up that landing or that takeoff. Right, cool. We'll recover that craft. Nice. You can put the RPM section of the wheels to work with pitch, so you can also reverse. I remember that being in the tutorial. We'll do that for the next one. Right, here we go. Try to jump as far as possible, then have to take off from it. Otherwise, and get some wings, or YOLO it and find an alternative. You do you. YOLO it. We're still doing this with a uncrewed thing. We were just going to cancel this fireworks contract, weren't we? Yeah. We've got enough money to cancel that. I'm just not interested in it. Taxi driver. 4 spots we need to visit. You do them in any order. Once you're done, come to the town hall. Let's do this one and just make sure that our car actually works. Okay, let's fix our wheels to start with. Can we reverse the wheels? I assume we can. That's the style of the wheel. How do I flip it? No kaboom. Yeah, we're not gonna do the fireworks thing. We've done it in previous streams. The village runway is based off a real life airport. Is it? Is it really? Wild. Is there a way to like flip this wheel so it goes the other way? Oh, here we go. Got it. Reversed. Voila. There we go. Okay, and then do we link the pitch to the throttle in here, or is it while we're in flight? Look up Lucla Airport. French small airport inside the Alps. Okay. I stand corrected. Then again, you know, I said that maybe they don't have the best approach to safety. I think you can apply that to the French as well. No, I'm just joking. Right. It's not in the Tinker panel. Turn input. We want the other input. I think it's in flight, isn't it? Can't watch your stream. Oversimplified is premiering. Yeah, I saw that. Punic War, right? That's fair enough. I can respect watching a oversimplified premiere. I don't see how I'm ever supposed to compete with that. Oh, so Lucla isn't the French one. There's another one. Oh, okay. I think we can do the controls in flight. I don't see any way of doing it in here. But yeah, I think that's fine. We've got enough battery power. We've actually reversed the wheels now. Let's launch Rover Boy again. We're British, we legally have to make a French joke at some point. That is absolutely true. I feel like British and French have very much got a sibling rivalry. Like, we kind of hate each other, but we love each other, really. It's like, I feel like it's the only country it's entirely acceptable to still be very racist about in the UK. because they do exactly the same to us, and it's all part of why we love each other, because we also kind of hate each other. Okay, so I think... Is it this one? Oh, I didn't want to do that. How do we link the throttle to the pitch? That's what I want to know. So we can do reverse. Is the chat overlay frozen? No? You've appeared on it, so clearly not. Yeah, I have no idea how to do that. You need to set the wheel motor input. Was that in the editor? It was in the editor, wasn't it? Okay. Couldn't see it in the wheel settings. Yeah, neither could I. We were saying it's in the part properties, but I didn't see it. So wheel settings, there's no motor input. There's turn input here. Oh, it's because it's the real ones of the motors in them. There we go. That's why. Yeah. Pitch. Boom. There we go. Okay, it's because we've got turning wheels and we've got power wheels. Okay, cool. There we go. Sorted. Mystery solved. I've solved this mystery. How do we brake? Can we brake? I assume it's just like B or something. Or maybe there's an action group for it. Or maybe not. B to brake. There is also a brake slider. So there is. And B, I assume, puts that at like 100? Yep. Okay, cool. Awesome. Let's do our little tour of the Juno village. Oh, we're still going backwards. I didn't reverse these wheels. Because, like, yeah, because that's four. Okay, it's fine. We'll just drive backwards. It's cool. Oh, wait, no, it's linked to pitch, but even though my pitch, I've inverted my pitch, I think maybe it's... Let's have a little look at what my pitch is doing. Because that is pitching up, yeah. But I changed my controls so that it wouldn't do that. So W is pitch up. So that's strange. I could have sworn. Flightcraft, or maybe it's different for if you're doing... Yeah, pitch forward is S. Pitch back, W. Oh wait, no, that is the right way around. Yeah, it's because I've inverted it. Yeah, because that would be pull up because you're pulling back on the stick, right? Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. It's because I've inverted it. Chat overlay was frozen for like 2 minutes a moment ago. I think people just weren't chatting. I think that's what happened there. But I don't know. What do I know? I'm playing the game, not exactly closely watching the chat. I'm just looking over every now and then to see what's changed. Because it's not a huge stream. These streams very reliably get about 30 to 50 viewers. And that's chill. I think we've got some competition from Oversimplified tonight. And also I didn't start the usual time. It's a bit of a shorter stream. We're not doing rockets. A lot of different reasons why it's a little bit quieter. But I think it's cozy. Like the KSP streams, particularly the building streams stuff I've done before, I just can't keep up with the chat. I genuinely I can't really chat to people. Oh wow, that break really is really is a strong break. Yes, it's a little bit overwhelming. I can't really interact with people. Whereas here I can, I can casually play the game. I can casually chat, and then I can look over and see responses to things I've said in pretty much real time. And it's a lot more chill. Like if I was gonna do regular streams, I knew it had to be something relaxing, particularly at the end of the week. And KSP build streams, particularly the Realism Overhaul ones, where you've got to focus on so many minute details. It's so hard to chat about stuff, whereas playing just sort of stock Juno, I knew would be nice and relaxing, really. All right. To be fair, it's quite nice driving around at nighttime. I've got it set so the ambient light is still quite bright, because otherwise you just can't see anything on YouTube. So yeah, it is nighttime and it's not exactly dark nearby. So you can see this is the sort of level of darkness that it would be at by default. But I've got it so that when we're zoomed in, we can actually see what's going on. But yeah, look, we've got a nice, beautiful night sky above us. Look at that. Beautiful. B-E-A beautiful. Let's recenter our camera. Where are we? Oh, there we are. Where are we going next? Dark back door. So we've done patio. That's our little air traffic control tower. And now we're heading all the way down to there. Okay, cool. Even when I'm getting 11 to 20 views, chat can be overwhelming. It's a good number for streaming, though. You know, like, I think I've peaked a few hundred viewers on some KSP streams. I think I had one stream that peaked at 300. I think that was the Lunar Landing stream. The Lunar Landing stream, I think, was my most viewed stream. I have to check how many concurrent viewers that had, but I think it was around 300. So even with slow mode, the chat was just mental. Interestingly, though, that's how the collaboration with Canubis ended up happening, because I followed Canubis's channel for a while because I quite like his content, and I was going back looking at what happened on that stream to get some footage and bits and bobs when I was doing the cinematic version of it. And I look over at the chat, and I didn't notice it while I was streaming because I was focusing on the stream, flying on the mission so much, right? Because so much was depending on it, even though at that point I did know I'd already lost the race to the moon. But I look over at the chat while I'm rewatching the playback, and Canubis was in chat. He was watching the landing stream. And so I was like, oh, no way. And I noticed particularly because they had a little tick next to his name because he's got so many subs. I think it's when you have over 100,000 subs, you get the verified tick. So that's when I reached out to him. I was like, oh, hey, I didn't know you were a fan of the channel. I love the stuff you do. Were you interested in collaborating on something? And that's how we had our little collaboration thing on that nuclear fusion video. You guys get views? My most viewed streams are always the ones that Pedro joins for obvious reasons. Yeah, I think like having the game developers join, and also having the devs like promote the streams as well on the Juno Discord really helps. Like particularly my first stream on Juno had a lot of attention from folks that weren't actually subscribed. Like I got a lot of new subscribers as well, I think, through the Juno Discord, because Juno's got quite a small community but a very passionate community, very friendly and welcoming community as well. So I think I had we probably should have taken a left there. Oh well, little rover boy should have listened to his wife's directions. But yeah, I think it's lovely that, obviously as content creators we're supporting the game, and then the game devs are then supporting content creators. There's a nice little positive feedback loop there, I think, which is really lovely. I think it's part of why I'm enjoying playing Juno so much. It's actually just such a tight-knit community. And obviously the devs are just so open and, and approachable. Whereas Squad was always a bit more monolithic, Oh, come on. Come on, there's a little bit uphill and it's really struggling. Come on. Little guy that could. Oh, come on. No, don't tell me. Don't tell me you don't have enough torque. Come on. No, it does not have enough torque. Oh, no. Surely not. Okay, it's fine. We can do this. We can use gravity to our advantage. Okay, let's pick up some speed. Ooh. Come on. Come on, little guy. Come on. You can do it. I didn't realize that the town was on a slant. Come on. Come on. Okay, no, it's fine. We're going to race round. Okay. We can do this. We can do this. We just need to pick up a lot of speed on the downhill bit. Pushing the motors. Come on. We lost a lot of our speed there. Come on. Oh, yeah. The little rover that could... Oh, no. Oh, no. No. Oh, I ballsed it up. Oh, I buggered it up. Okay, we know it's possible. I just buggered it up. Okay, we just got to do that again. I feel very silly. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. We know we can do it. We'll use gravity. This has ended up being more complicated than it definitely should have been. Actually, we lost a lot of our velocity. I think if we just build up speed here and then make the turning, we can probably do this. Okay, here we go. Build up some speed. And turn. Are we going to make it? Oh, yes, we are. Wow, that was far trickier than it should have been. BD0, Gravity 2. Hey, we won in the end. Gravity may have won the battle, but not the war. Don't tell me we're stuck now. Oh. I think we might be stuck because we don't have enough torque to reverse back up the hill. I spoke too soon. Yeah, I think we got stuck. Time warp and turn. I feel like that sounds dangerous. We got the 5 times on, and that's still not working. Might get you out. No, I think we've balls this up. Oh, so close. Yeah, so far. Okay, I think we just need to redesign this damn thing. Let's retry that. Might need to change the gear ratio. Yeah. Yeah, no kidding. Okay. You know, I'm going to give drive to these wheels as well. Give us a little bit more torque. Right, higher values and more torque, but lower RPM. We don't need much RPM, to be honest. So if you just whack it up to 6. Yeah, we're not driving this for particularly long, so power consumption is 875 watts. So how long is that going to last? How many batteries do we have? 2.39 kilowatt hours. So yeah, we're fine. That'll work. Just lots of torque. We don't need much speed because we're only cruising around. Okay, let's try that one. That'll work. Meanwhile, in the Penguin Space Program, just put Monster Drink in the fuel tank. Yeah, that'll work. I'm not exactly drinking Monster Drink tonight. You see, I've got my little my space rocket mug. I got it for Christmas. I'm drinking nice, relaxing tea. It's not chamomile, but it's like a blend of chamomile and all sorts of stuff. Sorts of nice, calming herbs. I'm not in a alcohol kind of mood today, like some streams. Oh yeah, that's a lot better. Okay, we're going to get this done a lot faster now. Explode the nose cone to lose weight. You know, that probably would have worked, but I don't think we can do that. You can't just explode one piece. You have to explode, I think, the entire... Oh no, you can just explode one part. I don't know if that'll damage the rest of the parts, though. That's the thing. Ooh, living life on the edge there. For the car monster, not you, Bread. Yeah, I did save it. But I'm not sure that would help the car either. I don't know how Bready is just the go-to, like, sarcastic name for me now. I don't do anything wrong or anything stupid. Silly Bready. It's almost like, you know, when your parents use your full name. It's like a mark of shame. For me, it's just Bready. Yeah, we're doing this a lot faster. Okay, let's actually turn the car the right way around. Right, to the dark back door, which sounds like a euphemism. Or a very dodgy part of the Juno village. It's where you go buy your contraband rocket fuel. Of the drinkable kind. Oh, we need to do a little 3-point turn here. There we are. Get a beardy plush. This is going to be called Bready. See, I'm in two minds about like what I might do for my April Fool's video this year. I don't usually do them. I don't do another one for a few years after I did a Mission to the Moon in ASMR in KSP. And so like it starts with me like whispering, and I'm like, oh, make sure you wear headphones, make sure you turn your volume to max. And I put it down like as quiet as I could make it. And then I cut to a rocket launching. I had the volume on maximum. And I thought that was hilarious until I got a comment from someone who has tinnitus being like, that really hurt. Screw you, I have tinnitus. Like, that's not funny. And I was like, oh, yeah, actually, that's not funny. I very quickly deleted the video. I still maintain it was a good idea of a prank, but I just hadn't thought that it might actually hurt someone. So I haven't done an April Fool's video since, but I'm thinking I might do one this year. But I've got some ideas. One of them does involve bread of a form, but I'm not going to spoil it. Bready penguin plush sounds like a good idea. I think I'd probably make a normal beardy penguin plush, or just I think penguinaut plush would be better. Just penguin in a spacesuit, because then it's a little less niche then. I think I'd probably just make a normal beardy plush before I made a bready plush. Just bread with a face and a beak, like the I've still got Bready as one of my options on the Streamlabs. I think I can just turn Bready on because people kept asking for him on stream. I just push a button and Bready appears. If you say his name 3 times, maybe he'll appear. Maybe he'll appear on this stream, you never know. And voila! Yay! There we go. And she's pointing to the east, right? I seem to remember. Beautiful. Okay, right, let's recover that craft. And let's see if we can get building some planes. First try, yes, I like your attitude, Public Static Void. Exactly, first try. Don't know why everyone's looking at me weirdly. Like a bird. So, launch a new craft, go through all the checkpoints in under 20 seconds. Track distance is 387 meters. You can do that. Juno Peak. The peak next over is some of the best views I've seen. You can go up there to enjoy views and take up photos. Your craft is sliding too much. Make sure to increase its torque by maxing out the gear ratio. Bring at least a camera with you. Get to the top of the peak. Can we do that with a normal little car? Pointing to the east, I get that reference. Was that even a reference? I just genuinely pointed out that she was pointing to the east. That wasn't meant to be a reference. Should we do Juno Peak or Like a Bird first? Let's do Juno Peak. I think that could be fun. But we're going to max out our gear ratio, and then we'll have hopefully enough tech points to build a pretty competent aircraft. Because we need fidget spinners, which we don't actually have enough tech points for. We can make a glider, but we can't make a powered aircraft right now, which we kind of need. And then after that, we want to get pushing air, which gives us... Maybe not. Oh, leaf blowers. That's it. OP leaf blowers. That's what we want. So we get the Centaur engine. Don't know if we can get through the sound barrier with that, but I guess we'll see. Okay. We could do a rocket-powered aircraft. That is correct. We could do that. I'm not sure that's a great idea, but we could definitely go the MiG 163 route. MiG 163? ME 163. Not MiG. It was the YE 50, which was a converted MiG 21. They converted into a rocket plane, which I've got a Lego model of because Comrade Kacha on my Discord designs Lego models for a living and just wanted to clear some space out. And after I built the YE50 in full carbon kind, they sent me the Lego model, so I've got it sat behind me. I can go get it at some point later if people are interested. But I think we're going to want our torque up at max for this one, and maybe shrink that nose a bit. Does it really need to be much more than that? I'm going to increase our turning angle, I think, to 15 degrees, because we're struggling a little bit with the turning. And yeah, that'll probably be fine. See if we can get up this F-104 Starfighter. Is the F-104 Starfighter rocket powered? I don't remember the F-104 being rocket powered. I have an ME-163 on the website. Does the website work again though? That's the question. It was broken last week. But that'd be fun. Go up the peak. Oh, I didn't bring camera. Whoops. Let's not count this one. This one doesn't count because we didn't actually do anything yet. I think I will time warp to daytime for this one so we can get a nice view over the valley and see what we're going to be. We're going to map out our view. Map out our route for later. Where's the camera? That's the RCS nozzle. Camera! Ah. Well, look at that. Looky here. I think that probably looks better, doesn't it? There we go. And we have ourselves a little car. Beautiful. Yes, please show the Lego. Okay, when we have the break, which will probably be about 20 minutes, I'll get the MiG-21 out. So I'll go get myself another cup of tea. I'll get the MiG out then. So it's a model of the MiG-21, but it was converted into the YE50. Right, let's slam the brake on and let's time warp through to the daytime. F-104 was more engine than it was plane. Oh, okay. Oh, the NF-104A had a secondary rocket engine. That's cool. The YE-50 did have a main jet engine. It had a rocket engine and a jet engine. So the rocket engine would just be for the first couple of minutes of flight to get up to altitude as an interceptor. Designed to intercept the U-2, I believe, which is why I built it in for all Kerbal Kind. Even though I was the one that built a U-2 in for all Kerbal Kind. Even though as the Soviets I probably shouldn't have, but N9 didn't want to build one, so I thought I'd save him the hassle and do it myself. Okay, what's the best way to get up there? Can we just drive straight up there? I don't know if we're going to have enough torque to do that, but we're going to give it a go. Oh, we still got our brakes on max. Probably won't help. I built the U-2 to destroy the U-2. Nah, I use the U-2 because, there's loads of biome-specific science. I don't think this is going to have enough torque. No, no way, Jose. We might need some bigger wheels to do this. But, yeah, there's loads of biome science which you could get flying low. I'm going to try this, but I think we are going to need a much bigger thing. Ooh. Let's not drive off the edge. Oh, there's a little logo there. That's fun. But, yeah, there's loads of, like, camera flying science. It's all biome specific. And science is at a premium in the early game in RP1. At least in the version we started in. So it made a lot of sense, and I wanted an excuse to build some more aircraft. So I needed an aircraft that could fly really, really long distance, that could fly from Plesetsk all the way out over Europe and Italy and the Alps and everything. So an aircraft that fit the bill was the U-2. Fly very slow but very, very high altitude, very, very efficient. It's basically a little more than a powered glider. I feel like we're going to need some bigger wheels here, for sure. Because this is struggling even on like a minor incline. Yeah, okay, we need gonna need a bigger boat. Except we're not building a boat. Okay. Let's just make these wheels bigger. I think actually having wider wheels would also probably help with the torque problem, right? And the slipping. How come we can set that to 95, not 100? What is this one set to? Oh, this one's on 95 as well. Okay. That's probably going to be a bit better, right? Presumably. Max torque. That'll probably be fine. Let's try that. See if that's got enough. The NF-104A was a training aircraft for astronauts for the X-15. And used the rocket to zoom, climb to extreme altitude, and RCS for maneuvering. That's pretty insane. That's cool. Damn. When did that first fly? Because that would be a really cool thing to suggest that N9 build. Then again, he could just build the X-15. That would also work. Let's see if... oh, it's nighttime again. That's fine. We'll see if this works before we time warp through today. But yeah, there's always a little hitch just as we start the flight because parallax is loading in. Come on. Ah, no. How big these wheels have to be? First flight was 1963. Okay. Might be a little late for it now then. But I know N9's doing an A12. Is there a smoother way up that peak? Not really. Not really. You basically have to be able to get up a big incline. Let's just make these wheels as massive as they can be. How much electricity do we have on this thing? Where does it say how much electricity? Oh, here we go. Battery 99% is there. Okay. Let's put them to 100% and just build something absolutely ridiculous. We may need to stretch this fuselage a little bit. This looks very silly. Very, very silly. Oh, we had to have the grid size on. Whoop. And there we go. Okay. Well, if that can't get up there, then I don't know what will. Surely. Out of time to add a rocket engine to the car. You know what? Like, not even a bad idea. I mean, it is a bad idea, but we may end up doing it. Because this should have more than enough. We could just make it a tank. You know what? Yeah, we're gonna make this. We're gonna make this a mountain crawler. Yeah, there we go. Doesn't get much beefier than that. We could add more wheels as well. This looks AI generated. We asked an AI to drive up a mountain. You won't believe what happened next. It was badly designed. Looks like perfection to me. Thank you, Public Static. I appreciate it. Do you think Juno is better than KSP2? In current state, yes. Absolutely. Just in that I am enjoying Juno much more. But I think, you know, KSP2's got such a bigger scope. I think long term, KSP2 will end up having more to do. But I still think that, oh my, are you joking? This still can't get up there. For real? How? How is that not able to get up here? We've made the beefiest wheels with the highest torque. This is a dumbass contract. Yeah, more wheels. Okay, it is four-wheel drive. Yeah, I added motors to all of them. Performance anxiety. Yeah, it's got motors in all of them. So this has got There you go. It's got the motor. Torque 150. Okay. I guess we just add another one. But these ones want to have the steering inverted, right? Where's the steering settings? Turn input. Invert. There we go. So it's inverted to those ones, so it'll pivot on the spot. That'll work a bit better. Hopefully. God, this thing looks ridiculous. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to get to the sound barrier today if we can't even climb up a mountain with a little rover boy. Okay. And someone suggested change. Even though it doesn't change the stats, just change something. Change the textures on the wheel. I don't think I've unlocked any better wheels. I can't change the tire. Are we sure the tire doesn't have any impact on the grip or anything? Because I don't have any other options here. Maybe it does. Maybe it does. If this doesn't work, then I promise you we will actually add the rocket engine and see what happens. The tires do make a difference. Okay. It might be we don't have... What happened there? Interesting. So I think we might need some better tires. And also... something really did not like that. You try launching that again? What on earth happened there? You see the traction differences in the design info panel. Ah. Okay, I didn't realize there were different kinds of wheels. That makes a lot of sense. Rare sighting of Juno Kraken. Yeah. I have not really seen a Juno bug before. Wow, okay. It does not like this craft. At all. Okay then. Good to know. Well, I mean, this is one way to get to the Juno Peak. Have it fly into the sky and then glide its way back down. Probably see Mac points. Yeah, that's not quite how I want to do that. Okay, I'm doing exit. I think we might maybe want to do the gliding one first with a rocket plane. Let's have a look at the tech tree and see when the better wheels are. So we got racing rims, decent torque and great gear ratio, line for very high speeds, smooth tire, terrible on off-roading, wheel brakes, wheel torque. Wheel torque of 2,500. What's our current wheel torque? Pretty damn low, I think. We could unlock this. I was kind of hoping to save up for the fidget spinners one, but... what do you think? Or do we want to do the rocket plane? You know what? Yeah, let's do the rocket plane. Let's do the rocket plane. I think that's going to end up being... We'll save this for now. Save Rover Boy. There we go. And we'll start a new one. Okay. Let's build ourselves a plane. It only needs to be tiny. Have a little engine on it. This is going to want to have full gyros and not that much in the way of batteries. Put the fuel tank there. Okay. Let's have just some simple wings. This isn't going to go that fast. We just want it to produce a lot of lift, so we want some long, spindly wings. Where's our center of mass? And center of lift? Yep, that's center of thrust. Yeah, it is. Okay, center of lift behind center of mass. That's fine. Cool. Let's sort out these wings. Okay, so we can have... Can we add extra control surfaces? I know we can make this longer. Can I add a second one? No, it's just going to be our roll, I think. Okay. That's fine. We'll add elevators to do that. So this will just be our ailerons. We're not going to have flaps. That's fine. We want you to control our roll. Be near the tip of the wing. That should be enough control authority, I think. Make it 5 meters long. That's a good, nice round number. Okay. And then probably have a fin at the back. I've put it the wrong way around, haven't I? Because we want the control surface at the back. That was silly. Okay, here we go. Here we go. That's a bit better. Get ourselves a nice rudder. Cool. And then we'll just have ourselves some elevators. Again, wrong way around. Wonderful. I think our mass is going to change a lot when we fill this with rocket fuel. Oh, it's flipped around again. Stop doing that. There we go. That'll probably do. We don't have... I guess we just want a very tiny gnome engine on this, right? And we want to optimize this for sea level because this isn't going up anywhere, really. I don't know how far above sea level we actually are by default. I think we're a couple kilometers up. We were planning it for like 5 kilometers, right? That's probably decent. Is that optimized? No. You want it to be... Actually, this needs to be even smaller because this is not going to need much thrust. Maybe like 30%? Probably be big enough. Yeah. And then let's optimize this. So let's have a look at our delta V. Our optimum nozzle length is 6%, I think. Oh no. 6.1. So it's about 10% nozzle length. Cool. That's been filled with fuel now, I assume. Yep, it's Carolox. It's cool. It's throttleable. We don't want to have... Well, actually, if we make this a fuel thing... Let's fill this with batteries, actually. Can we fill this with... No, I'm not sure we can. No, we can't. It has to be fuel. Okay, that's fine. Let's make this a fuel line. Fill this with Carolox. Bada bing, bada boom. We need to move our wings a little bit backwards. For those of you that don't know, you have your center of lift behind your center of mass because it's a naturally stable configuration. As your angle of attack increases, your lift increases, as lift is proportional to your angle of attack. And so therefore, if your center of lift is behind, think of the force is being produced from that center of lift. It causes the plane to pivot around the center of mass, and it tilts the nose back down again. So it's naturally stable. You tilt up too much, it will tilt back down. Have it the other way around. You tilt up, and then the center of lift will make you tilt even more, which will make you have even more lift, which makes you tilt even more, and even more, and even more. Bada bing, bada boom, unstable aircraft. Which can be desirable if you have a fighter aircraft and you have computer systems keeping things just about under control, which you can rapidly maneuver. That's what super maneuverable aircraft do. But, you know, for a little gentle little plane to be flying around Juno Village, maybe doesn't need it. Okay, add control surface. Oh, I'm stupid. That isn't the control surface. That's just the fin. Ah, now I feel silly. That was just the colouring of the fin. Oh, okay. Now we've got a control surface. I bet this is the same one as well. I didn't realise they didn't have a control surface by default. Okay. I thought I was smarter than the game. I was not. That's fine. No wonder we couldn't adjust the control surface because there wasn't a control surface on it. That makes more sense. Okay, we'll change the coloring scheme in a minute. But that's probably alright. These are a little big. Then again. That'd be nice and stable. Cool. Some nice big elevators, I think. Yeah. That'd be fine. Reasonably large rudder. We're going to need it. Okay, cool. So this is only going to control... We've added a control surface to this. Oh, you can add multiple? Ah. Could we have added an extra control surface? Oh, we could have added an extra control surface to add flaps onto this. Okay. Now we know. Now we know. We can add more than one. Cool. But this is controlling our yaw. This one's controlling our pitch. Because, of course, it has the biggest lever arm. It's furthest away from the center of mass. So the same force produces a much bigger turning moment. So that's why you want to have these ones on the tips of the wings be your roll. You want to have the ones at the back, your elevators, be your pitch. And you want this to be your yaw as well. It's just the biggest moment. So as far away from the center of mass as you can realistically put them. Let's put some wheels on this bad boy. If I can figure out where they are. Here we go. Small landing gear. Put one of those on the front. Cool. That could probably be a bit smaller, but we'll shrink it in a sec. And I guess we'll just put 2 on the wings. Maybe we'll put them at the back here. Because you want your landing gear behind the center of mass. But you want to allow the center of lift to still pivot around them. But nah, that'll probably work. At the end of the day, we've got a cliff to jump off anyway, so I think we'll be fine. Yeah, it's cool. I wonder if we can pivot the wheel with respect to the actual gear itself. That'd be nice. I don't think these landing gear retract. Maybe they do. I'm not so sure they do. This one's going to have a small turning angle of 5 degrees. It's not going to have any torque there. Oh, it does retract. Okay, it does. That's cool. What size did I put that one to? It's much. It's nice that you can see the bottom of the aircraft from where the plane is, because that means that I can make sure that these are aligned. So there we go. That's going to point up into the sky now. Nice. That's probably a little bit too small. 45, have that at 30. Cool. Okay. Let's see if we can adjust that wheel. Can we rotate it? Leg shape. Side offset. Oh. That's the wrong. Ah ha ha. I love Juno. Why is it? I think Juno can do this. And to this day, KSP still can't. How hard is that? Come on. Because you can't land anything in KSP. Because your landing gear are fixed. They unfurl downwards. So if you've got a narrow fuselage, what do? You're just going to have narrow, tiny bicycle landing gear. But with this, you've got a big, wide, stable platform to land on. Your wheels aren't like at an angle. It doesn't look ridiculous. So that makes so much more sense. I knew there would be a way to do it in Juno. I was like, yeah, surely they pride themselves on procedurality. And I was not wrong. Juno did not let me down. Yeah, see, Fubuki said that sort of stuff just makes me love this game so much. Like, I knew it would be there. That's great. That's really cool. I think this thing's ready to fly, honestly. Can't think of anything else it needs. What should we save this as? You know what? Just because we're on the same wavelength for Fubuki, this aircraft can be named after you. There you go. You've got you've got a rocket-propelled glider named after you. Congratulations. Let's recolor this thing before we launch it. I want it to look cool, actually. I think there's like a fuselage. We can make it a camo plane. Go for a proper ME-163 vibe. But I think rivets would probably be the most fun for an aircraft. Yeah, I'm going to go for rivets. I think rivets for an aircraft. We'll make it shiny as well. Ooh. Instead of an ogive thing, we can make it a straight cone. That's cool. Actually, I like that more. Not quite as aerodynamic, actually, but it looks cool. I like it. We're doing that. Okay, let's go for rivets again. I think the wings can probably stay as they are. Unless we want... nah. That looks strange. That looks strange. That looks weird. Yeah, I think leave as is. Maybe add a little bit of texture to the control surfaces? Because that doesn't look bad. I like that. We'll do that. Add slats to the control surfaces. Yeah. Nice. Okay. And then let's go and recolor this bad boy. I don't like any of those. We're going to go for... What's this one? Heavy metal. There's a light metal, isn't there? Ah. Glass. Oh. We don't want that one. Go for the light metal. There we go. And I think we'll have... I think it's the trim 1, which is the... Oh no, that's the control surfaces. What color do we want the control surfaces? Let's go for purple. No, that looks ridiculous. Nah, you know what? Red looks pretty good. We'll go for a dark red. Yeah, that's nice. Okay. Is it trim 2 I'm thinking of? No. Trim 3? Trim 4. Trim 4. There we go. That's that one. Yeah. How do we... Oh, these wheels I think need to change. Nice. Nice. That looks cool. That looks cool. I like that. Okay. We'll save it. Right, let's see if this thing flies, I guess. Yeet it off the runway. Let's go. Juno's pretty nifty. It still bothers me that it's pretty hard to build a realistic all-solids rocket. Why is it difficult to build a realistic all-solids? It's definitely a lot easier than it is in stock KSP. You've got the solid rocket engines aren't configurable. Like, I still find it weird that in KSP there aren't just solid rocket engines and then solid rocket fuel tanks. Like, you're so limited by them being entirely fixed things. I've never understood it. It's one part. You've got the fuel and the engine in one. And I guess I get that's kind of how they work in reality, but I don't know. I still don't really like it, if I'm honest. Right, let's fly in the daytime. There we go. Right, let's quick save there, and let's do this thing. Keep an eye on our fuel levels. Actually, I think I'll put the fuel tank there. Oh, I meant to pin that. There we go. Okay, here we go. We don't need to have the engine on now. Let's see if we can save that propellant. Just checking our control surfaces. Yep, they're all pretty good. Okay, cool. And let's pull the gear up. Oh, we're not flying. Okay, we needed to have a little bit more speed to actually fly there. Which Oh, it's 8 is our... Okay, I might change that. Oh, they're still not going up. Oh, no, it is G. Why are they not retracting, then? Oh. Yeah, it hasn't gone very well. I was trying to retract my landing gear, but they won't retract. Oh. That somehow survived. Let's restore that quick save. Let's try that again. Let's try that again. Oh, you haven't unlocked the gear folding. Okay, right, that makes sense. Yeah, I remember not being able to lift them last time. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. We haven't unlocked gear folding. Okay, cool. This time we're not going to throttle down the engine because we actually need to get some decent velocity for this thing to fly. I was like, oh, we got these massive, great big wings. We're actually not going to need to fly that reasonably high velocity. Problem being, we have loads and loads of Keralox in this thing. We filled it all the way to the brim, and we're powering it with a rocket engine. So yeah, we do actually kind of need to fly at a reasonable speed. It's only a tiny rocket engine. It's enough to propel us, but not much more than that. At least the glow means we can find the wreckage in the dark. It's not dark though. It's daytime. We're flying during the day. There we go. This is considerably... Oh, was that it? That was our first flight. We probably could have done that with a considerably smaller aircraft. Okay, let's see if we can land this thing, though. That's the real question. I'm not so sure we can. Just knowing me and how this thing's flying characteristics. It is quite unstable. I think I need to trim it down a lot. Oh, that's the wrong way. Oh, there we go. Okay. So trying to make it stable. It's still pitching up. Oh, that was too much trim. Too much trim. Okay. Good enough. That's good enough. We'll save that one. It wasn't too expensive to build. There are no SRBs with TVC. SRBs are way too powerful even when you tune them down a bit. You end up with either way too much delta V or too high of a thrust to weight ratio. Okay, so maybe they need to be a little bit more configurable. Fidget spinners! Beautiful. We can actually add a normal motor to, to this thing rather than a rocket engine. Which, yeah, I think I would rather do. Okay, cool. Yeah, we're going to change that aircraft and not use a rocket engine, I think. Because, what's this one? I can't drive it for 5 kilometers. Nah. Okay. These are all car ones. There aren't any more aircraft ones. But we need to do the car ones, I think. Yeah, we probably should have unlocked this to increase our wheel torque instead. And so we could do the car ones. I think there's going to be many more aircraft ones that we can do, which is a shame. Maybe if we load the quick save. I think yeah. I thought that we would have more aircraft stuff, but yeah, there isn't. You can refresh the contracts. How do you refresh the contracts? Oh, cool. There we go. That's better. Cool. Right brothers were first to fly a whopping 3 meters per second. You can do better. Stay under 15 kilometers, fly horizontal, so you get to Mach 0.125. We can do that. Yeah, cool. Actually, that'd probably be easiest with our rocket aircraft, right? So we can probably just reuse the Fubuki. It was really pitching up as we were speeding up. I think the center of lift is a little too far forward. So let's make some little tweaks. Thing is, I'm actually an aerospace engineer, so you know, a little embarrassing if the aircraft. There we go. That'll make it a little bit more stable. And actually, it would be better if we had the wing higher like that. There we go. And then we give it a little bit. I'm talking like 2 degrees. Even that's probably too much. Let's do 1 degree. There we go. That'll help with our stability. Quite a bit, actually. See? There's a reason I got my degree. I do vaguely know what I'm doing. Does plane have a speed requirement for the contract? So yeah, Mach 0.125, which we achieved last time while not even trying. Change the emissive paint. What's wrong with the emissive paint? Does it have emissive paint? Oh yeah, it is like neon, isn't it? Okay, right, sure. I'll fix that. It's named after you for Buki, so I'll let you have some input as to what it looks like. Yeah, it does have emissive on the trim. You're right. You're right. Yeah, I see. Slow the detail down on that one a little bit. Cool, there we go. And then the brushed light metal. It's about 100% metallic. But yeah, no emission. Cool. That's a bit better, I think. That's much better. Okay, cool. There we go. Yeah, okay, you can't see emission in the editor. Okay, I get it. But it makes them glow when you launch it. Okay, good to know. I guess that's how you make lights and stuff. Slot's meant for gauges by default, so why emission was on 100%. Okay. Big shiny, yeah. Only the shiniest of aircraft here in Penguin Aerospace. Okay. Let's do this thing. Achieve an airspeed record without going too high. Fly horizontally. Okay, well, we can do that. Probably don't need our brake thing here. We do need our pitch one, though. And we don't want that set to 100. Okay, let's do this. How if we get anyone with a mission over 0%? I think this looks quite nice, though. As a little test rocket plane. Okay. Here we go. We only got to get to... Well, we need to be flying first before it tells us how close we are, but... Not a very high speed. We're already at... We're already exceeded it. Just got to hold that speed for a few kilometers. Okay, we need to pitch up a bit. Let's get our trim set so we know where to set it in future. Ooh, 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 ooh. Is that a decent amount of trim? That's a bit too much trim. 8%? No, it's still a bit too much. Ooh. I just want to get used to the plane. 15%? No. We need like 5%. This thing is... Yeah, this thing is not like being powered by a rocket engine. Like, the fact that it's powered by a rocket engine, it's got these massive long spindly wings. Like, big long wings like this, they do nicely. Flying very slowly at high altitude. Like, the a rocket engine, the kind of acceleration we're putting this thing under is not ideal, really. Yeah, this thing, like, it's actually doesn't really need trim. I think it actually flies quite nicely. You just got to be careful. Because the trim's not quite precise enough. Can't put it to like 1 or 2%, so we just have to fly ourselves. But yeah, you know, actually this thing has nice flight characteristics when you aren't firing the rocket engine on full power. Whoop. Okay. Let's ooh, okay. Still a little bit on the unstable side. I think maybe tilting those wings down a little bit more would definitely help with that. Bit of wing dihedral. Okay, let's cut that engine. What's the bet we can actually land this? Oh, crikey. This thing does not fly well. Land it. Yes. In one piece. No. Come on. Come on. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Uh-oh. Okay. Well, We landed a little bit too hard, but any landing you don't walk away from because there was nobody in this. Not too bad. One piece, exactly 1 piece. Okay, let's end the flight there. We can recover the craft, right? Yeah, cool, nice. Do we get tech points for that? No, is it just the progression that we get tech points for? Ah, that's a pain. This means we need to do the Juno peak. We just need to get to the top of the peak and bring a camera. There's no reason we have to use a car. I'm just saying. Is there any reason we can't just do this? It didn't specify. Nothing forcing you to drive. Well, you know what? We're not going to drive them. Simple as. Got a little camera. Yeah. I was going to tilt those wings a little bit more, wasn't I? Actually, what would help is if I lowered these down. I tilted these 2 degrees up. There we go. I put these back to where they were by 1 degree. There we go. And then 2 degrees. Yeah, that should work. That'd be nice. Cool. It's been a few years since I did flight mechanics, because obviously I specialized in spacecraft engineering, so I was predominantly doing orbital mechanics. I wasn't that interested, to be honest, in the aircraft stuff. Aerodynamics, I just put my head down and got through it. The flight mechanics stuff, that was all in my 2nd year. So to put that in context, I was at uni for 5 years. I only just finished, so yeah, pretty. Going on 4 years ago now, actually, that I did those modules. So, you know, forgive me if I'm a little rusty. But that should be relatively stable. It looks a little bit janky, but trust me. Trust me, it'll be good. It'll be good. How fast does this thing have to go before it can take off? I don't think it has to go that fast. Right? About 40 meters per second should be enough. Oh, I forgot there's gimbal on the engine. This would be a lot cheaper without gimbal on the engine. That's probably been causing us some problems as well. Yeah, this thing does not need to have gimbal. Because we've got control surfaces, so that was a bit silly of me. Regardless, let's get up to the Juno peak. The big Juno announcement I can now speak about just dropped. Oh, is it just dropped? I hope we're thinking about the same one, because then I could talk about it, but I won't mention it just in case we're not. Ooh, we're going to need a bit more. Oh, no. Well, it's still intact. Maybe if we can turn this around, we might be able to salvage this. The mountain just appeared a little bit faster than I thought it would. Okay, no, we're still alive. We're still intact. Okay, let's try that again. Have a quick look in the Juno Discord. I'm a little bit busy right now, but just just saying. Okay, let's circle around. Oh no, there's another mountain. Whoa, that was close. Okay, we'll circle around the mountain. We'll be coming around the mountain, and we'll just slowly circle our way up. Yeah, we do actually need the engine on full throttle for this. That was the mistake on my part. We're doing aggressive turns like we are. Yeah, the flying, it could do with a better, like, an SAS system, because the sort of the fixed heading thing doesn't work quite so well. It makes the flying a little bit more stable, I suppose. It's not quite designed for it. It's more of an autopilot thing than a... Yeah. Than a thing for aircraft, to be honest. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't really work very well for aircraft. Come on. Come on. Come up. Oh, oh. Yeah! Awesome. We did it. Nice. You can use your mouse. Yeah, I know you can use your mouse, but I tried it before and it didn't work great. It's not like mouse aim flight. You don't point and it points there. Like it's you move up and it increases the pitch. You move down and decreases the pitch. It wasn't. Woo! Let's not annoy the Juno villagers more than we have already with our Penguin Aerospace antics. But yeah, it's not exact. It's not like flying in War Thunder. You know, it's not like what you might expect. The mouse aim flight. Yeah, you don't even need to be grounded. That's maybe a contract oversight. Oh, that mountain is definitely gonna be close. Wah! Nice. My impatience is definitely gonna blow this plane up. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, we landed it in the village. That's close enough, I guess. Means we're not losing money on the non-gimbaled engine because, of course, we're recovering it each time. But yeah, I need to take the gimbal off of that. Want to bring some tourists to the village. We're preparing some hiking routes. Can you help us scout, see if they're viable options? Go through all checkpoints. We can do that. Cool. We even have some tech points. There we go. Who needs to unlock Racer? So we really want to go for OP leaf blowers. So get ourselves a jet engine, and then we need to get fasten your belts, I think. Is it getting comfy? Yeah, getting comfy really is the target. I don't see us putting a druid through the sound barrier today, but maybe we can get ourselves through the sound barrier. You know what? Yeah, we're gonna do that. We need how many tech points to get the jet engines? 70. Okay. So this one's a scouting one, so we're not going to need the rocket engine for this. We'll make a different aircraft to be the rocket plane because you want to have delta wings, you want to have swept wings if you want to be going for speed. We're just going for endurance and range with this aircraft. So I think let's take this, as fun as it is, we'll take the rocket engine off. We'll add ourselves prop to the front or prop to the back? I think prop to the front, actually. Oh, actually, we don't want to obscure our camera, so we'll add the prop to the back. So add a big old electric motor. That's probably big enough. And boat propeller. Oh, they got boat parts. That's fun. Skyline prop. That's what we want. Currently, it's wider than our landing gear, which is not ideal. I feel like we need a reasonably sized prop, so I think we'll just make the landing gear a bit bigger. So that isn't a problem. That'll probably be fine. Yeah, that's good. Cool. I have no idea what we really want to set this stuff to, because on my course we did turboprops, I guess, but we predominantly did jet engines and rocket engines, so I really know nothing about propellers. I don't really know what we want to... Wait, has this got its own electric motor on it? Oh, it has. So I was just like pointed out, do you just put an electric motor on an electric motor? I didn't realize they came with their own motors. So is that already like configured for this? Yeah, it is. Okay, that makes more sense. I did just put an electric motor on an electric motor. That makes more sense, right? This, we need way more volume for batteries. We don't need any gyros because we got control surfaces. We had steering on the front wheel, I think. Yes, we did. No steering on the back ones. Cool. Okay. Let's save that. Has our center mass, center lift shifted? Not in a bad way. Yeah, we're fine. Okay, cool. Let's do this. The size can be set to the minimum in the prop motor. To the minimum. So it's not a problem. It's pretty heavy. Okay. You can move the camera to this vertical stabilizer. Yeah, I guess so. But this is more fun. Because now... Is it this one? Aha! Look at that! Cool, right? How do you cycle backwards? I know you cycle through the views with V, but can you cycle backwards? Is it like Control V? No, that's not it. Can you go like the other way through? You know what I mean? Nah, we'll just keep the camera window up. It's fine. Oh, wrong one. We want to look. That's the map view. Here we go. Okay. Oh, voila. Very nice. Is that going the wrong way? Yes, it is. We need to set that to turn the other, other direction. Let's try that again. C to go backwards. People saying C. Okay, so C and V. Cool. Let's do that again. Can we invert it? Invert. Ah, bada bing, bada boom. Cool. Set the prop pitch to a negative value. Wait, has that just inverted the motor and the prop? Because I feel like then that's not going to make a difference. It has to be the prop pitch if you want to have a pusher prop. I bet that's going to be exactly the same now if it's inverted both of them. And yeah, is C to go between them. Okay, cool. So there's V to go this, and then that's a reset. Yep, that did invert both. Oh, I feel very stupid. Okay. Third time's the charm. Disable the setting on the prop to not switch angles and motor RPM for the invert. Where is that? Is that on the prop itself? Okay, we're going to uninvert that. And here we go. What's our pitch? 40. Let's do minus 40. Or is reverse blades just do that? Reverse the direction. Oh, sync with motor. Right, okay. Where is sync with motor? Auto reverse motor, I assume. Yeah, there you go. Okay. So we leave that at 40. And we turn that off. And do that. Cool. I get it. I get it. He's obviously... It's a double-edged sword. It's very, very configurable, which is amazing. But at the same time, you know, you've got to know where all the options are. You've got to be able to find stuff. But I like all, you know, you mouse over stuff. It tells you what it does. Makes things nice and clear. 60-degree pitch is the best. Yeah, with pitch, it depends how fast you're going. If you're going slower, then a higher angle of attack, yeah, is going to be better. So yeah, 60-degree pitch probably would work well for this aircraft, but it's fine. This will probably fly okay. Probably. It's not accelerating particularly quickly. I'm sure it'll be fine. Oh. Right, this is going to be a bit of a tricky one to hit these checkpoints. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, I think it's intended for a car, but we're not going to do it with a car because we refuse to unlock the car parts that we need to actually complete these car things. There aren't any more aircraft milestones, so... Where did our propeller go? I think it might have hit the ground while we went down the slope. We've definitely lost a propeller. Okay. Yeah, I will check I drained the fuel from the tanks. I'm pretty sure I did. Oh no, I didn't. Oh, okay. That explains a lot. Yeah, these are still full of fuel. Okay. Not my finest moment. Let's Let's make that a little bit longer, just so we've got more batteries there. We've got loads and loads of battery power. Cool. This. You know what? You can probably deal with 3. Have a 60-degree pitch. Sure. But I think we must have knocked it on the ground, right? That must be what happened. So we just make these 60. That'd be a little bit better. Okay. Corsaro's here! Hello! Ahoy, Brady! How goes the flying? I hope the landings are smooth as butter. Oh, crumbs. Anyway, Matland sucks. Thank you very much. I need to adjust the chat widget, actually. Because... Thanks for the donation, Corsaro and Paul. Greatly appreciated. The donation widget, though, definitely the writing is too big, right? Like, because you can't see the full message. I think if I change the font size... Let's have a little look. I've got custom code on this one, I think. Let's have a look. Have a look at the custom code. Bear with while I just... Oh, maybe my custom code is on... I think it's on Streamlabs thing. Okay, you know what? I'm going to do that now because, yeah, there's definitely two... That's not right, is it? The font size is definitely too big, so I'm just gonna adjust that real quick, and then we'll do a little test thing, if you guys don't mind. So we'll have a little. We need to have a little break anyway. So we'll do that. I'll go get my Lego MiG-21. We can all have a little look at that, and then here we go. Okay. Yes, sign into Streamlabs. Yes, allow, go away. Let me edit the font size on my widget. Shouldn't be too complicated. Okay, here we go. Widgets. And that is my donation widget. Okay, here we go. Donations. Aha, here we go. Okay, so alert text. Here we are. Need to edit the font size on this. I've forgotten how to edit the font size. Bear with me, gang. Anyways, good night, Biddy. And chat. Which contract is Biddy on? I'm on the one where you have to go hiking. Like, they want to find some nice spots for their hiking trip or something along those lines. And so you have to go through all of these different waypoints, but I don't want to do it with a car because that's boring. So we're going to have to fly through them with an aircraft, which is going to be a little bit on the janky side. Here we go. I'm just quickly adjusting my donation widget while I'm here. Here we go, font size. Okay. Bada bing, bada boom. Here we go. Let's try that. Save. Let's test that. I think that's the same size, right? Is that the same size? If I change that, like, massively. It just because Corsaro's name never quite fits, and Corsaro's generous enough to donate every time, and... No, that hasn't changed at all, has it? Alert message... Ah, I think it might be in that one. Let's try that. Nope, that still hasn't fixed it. Okay. Okay, I might end up having to fix this after the stream. Okay, one last attempt. Let's try these. Try that. One last thing. Let's see if that works. Oh, that worked a little bit too well, I think. Okay, so that one was alert text, I think. Just got jump scared with a loud ad. Sorry about that. Ah, okay. So that was alert message. So what size do we want to have that? Probably like 32 pixels, let's say. So I'm getting some live feedback here. So that's probably a little too small, right? Yeah, that's too small. So we'll go for 46. Let's try that. Sorry about all the newts. Pingu's having a wild time. Yeah, because the important thing really is the message, I think. I think maybe that's probably decent. What do you guys think? I'll adjust the white text to be the same as well in a second, but yeah, that's better. I only need a little bit of adjusting. Okay, cool. Now we just need to set the other one to that. So I think that would be that one. I got my old like custom code, which makes it all a little bit more complicated to edit. No, it's not that one. Oh, yeah. Corsair actually donated. Admittedly, the name not fitting is newt a desirable outcome. Well, it does now. But now the rest of it doesn't match the size, and also the message doesn't fit in, which isn't great, right? So we're just gonna go through one at a time, and just quickly set these. I thought I'd pressed the test button too many times, but no. Corsair did actually just donate mid me messing around. That's the user message. I think that's gonna make the user message like way too big. But we'll check. Nope, that didn't change anything. Okay. Let's try this one. Newt jump scare. I hope they're not too loud. They should be relatively quiet. Nope, that didn't work. Well, you know what? I'll figure it out later. At least the name fits in now. So, you know, I'll finish tweaking that in a bit. I'll finish that after the stream. This is Newt the settings you're looking for. Yeah, the thing is, like, so I had to have a whole bunch of custom settings because, as you notice, like, I've got the thing at the top, and I wanted it spaced nicely with that. So, you know, it's my own custom text wrapping, and yeah, it's not very configurable. Streamlabs, you've got to write the CSS yourself. I had to write this CSS myself for this chat box as well, to, you know, just to have the names all be a nice color. You'd think that because it's really geared towards Twitch streaming, which is not ideal when you're streaming on YouTube. Okay, let's try that. The donation page has a character limit for the name. Yeah. But clearly our font size... What is the character limit for the name? Out of interest. Clearly the font size before was too big, but I don't want it to be, like, too tiny. But I think it fit nicely there, so hopefully that'll work nicely for us. Okay, so our prop is the right way around now. We've removed all of the Caroloc's dead weight from this thing. Hopefully it'll fly okay. Mina Magdi, finally able to attend for 10 minutes. Well, welcome to my stream for all of 10 minutes. I'm trying and failing to build aircraft in Juno. The aim was to fly through the sound barrier today, but I underestimated just how long it would take us to get to that point. Because we've been getting lots of driving contracts, which we can't easily do because I'm going down the wrong tech. But I refuse to yield and admit that maybe the path I've gone down isn't the wisest. I think I probably should have adjusted our wings considering our center of mass has changed a lot since we're not carrying a bunch of rocket fuel. But no, this works quite well. Yeah, this flies pretty well. Ah, there we go. Aircraft. Yeah, to be fair, maybe having the camera on the rudder might make a lot of sense. Ooh, let's set it back. Right, so there is a chase view, wasn't there? Yeah, there is. I like this. Let's have the chase view. That's a good one for flying aircraft. This actually flies beautifully now without the rocket engine and being full of fuel. I think I'm still going to fly into a mountain, but, you know. Okay, here we go. I'm definitely going to go through this checkpoint, and then the next checkpoint is going to be like right behind me. Then how do we get through that? Can we fly over it, or do we have to actually... Oh, okay, it's actually pretty tiny. Because there's a great big wall there that I'm very worried I'm going to fly into. I'm not sure how we do this. This flies pretty well, though. A lot better than it did before. I think because it's going at a reasonable speed. It's not have a giant gimbaling rocket engine on the end. Yeah, going over didn't really work. We just need to get a little bit closer. Come on. Come on. Oh, no, that wasn't close enough. Okay, this is like, you guys seen Top Gun Maverick? You know, they got to go in and then pull up and do like 9 Gs on the exit. That's what we're doing right now. This, that didn't quite work, did it? Okay, we have to come in from this angle, dive in, I think. Dive into it. We can definitely do this with an aircraft, you know, and I absolutely refuse to do this in a more sensible way. Use the nav bar and align your velocity vector with the target and then pull up. Yeah, okay. That's all. So we can't really pull up in time. You don't have quite enough control authority or enough velocity to do that. We need to go round and go from the mountainside and then dive in like that. That's the only way we're going to be able to do this, I think. We'll see if we can pull that off. And actually, to be fair, like, there's not much point in me taking a break on stream because I'm only really streaming until 9:30, I think. So, you know, we'll see if we can pull this contract off, and then we'll probably call it a day. I know it's been a much shorter stream tonight, but as I said, I've got stuff going on this weekend. Okay, that didn't happen last time. Let's try that one more time. Yeah, I'll show the Lego. I'll show the Lego at the end. I'll do that at the end of the stream, actually, instead of having a break. I ended up getting like tunnel visioned in on fixing donation alert things. Okay, here we go. Don't know how that happened. There's like a little lip on the edge of the runway. Or something. Oh, we caught the prop on something. We have got huge elevators, yeah, but we kind of need it for the interesting maneuvers we're pulling. Okay. Yeah, we're fine that time. Strange. Okay. We can do this. Can you quick save in flight in Juno? If you can, we're going to get ourselves set up. Then we'll quick save. Hopefully you can quick save in the atmosphere. And then we'll have a couple of attempts at it. Okay. So we'll go up, round over here. And then we're going to do a little dive bomb through the checkpoint. We'll be going from the wrong direction, but... just 6 more to go after that as well. No pressure. I really wish that the fix, attitude thing worked a lot better than it does. Look at that. I pressed T to fix the attitude and it just straight up just didn't. We keep pitching down though, so we definitely need a bit of trim on this for sure, because I'm struggling to fly this. I think our center of lift is definitely leaving a lot to be desired. Yeah, I didn't tweak the center of lift since we drained all the Keralocks, which has definitely had some unintended side effects. But I think the trim's actually set quite well on 55. This is quite nice to fly now. So I've taken my hands off the controls and it's flying quite nicely. I don't think we're going to get up over that. Oh no, we will. Going to be a little bit difficult, but we can do it. Ooh. Ooh. Nice. Okay. Cool. Okay, we're approaching the checkpoint. Let's quick save there. Okay, cool. We can quick save an atmosphere. Very nice. We're going to cut the engine. And see if we can. Oh, yeah! That was cool. Come on, that was cool. There are collisions on the trees as well. So that was close. Awesome. See, that degree's worth something after all. That checkpoint's considerably easier to go through because we don't have to do a dive bomb on it. We can probably just quite comfortably fly through it. We touched a wheel. Yeah, that was really close. That was really skin of our teeth. But that all the more fun. Yeah, that was pretty cool. First try as well. Actually first try. Like a first proper try at doing the checkpoint. Not first try at flying this mission, but I'm going to quick save after that one in case I crashed. So I don't know how I was supposed to do this with a little, like, rover. Until you've unlocked quite a few more rover parts. So if you've gone a different way in the tech tree, if you want to just do aircraft, I get them trying to push you down rovers before you do much in the way of aircraft, but I don't know. I think it's more fun trying to do these with aircraft. Should we see if we do this from this perspective? Here we go. Dun 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 dun. Ooh. Oh, come on, that was pretty cool. Woo! We got a little aircraft go. Nice. The Luftwaffe Serenade. It's Wagner. Flight of the Valkyries. Top Gun Penguin. Yeah. That's definitely a code name if I've ever heard one. Okay. Ooh, this is going to be a bit of a... Oh, we just missed it. Okay, we'll quick save that. We'll get back around. Come back around for that one. This is another slightly tricky one, actually. Wagner's ideals here. Yeah, you know what? Fair point. Touche. Touche. And... Oh, no. Yeah, okay. Don't show that to Pedro. What? How I'm completing these contracts? Max, I've been making quick saves. You think I'm stupid? I've been making quick saves. I made one here. What'd you take me for? Some kind of amateur? Not gonna have Matt Lown rescue me. Goodness me. I will be long in the cold, hard ground before I call the blunderbirds. Okay. As Kosara reminds us every stream, hashtag Matt Lown sucks. Is this a decent way of doing this? We got really close on the first attempt to fly through this checkpoint. Like, really close. Did Land even play Juno yet? No, and I doubt he ever will, to be honest. It's he likes the Lego-esque nature of KSP, and who can really blame him? You know, there's no right way to enjoy playing space sims, right? I personally really fell in love with procedural parts with For All Kerbal Kind, and then Juno being entirely based around that. Just the control you get over it. I think particularly with me wanting to emulate more real designs and make them look better, less like it's a video game, more like a simulator. I think I went for a different sort of angle. I think I like recreating real things and making things look cool, and really to do that accurately you need to have procedurality or lots of mods. Yeah, this would be a bit of a pain for a rover. You have to make like a proper little car. I think this is more fun. I bet as soon as Pedro sees this, Pedro is going to change it such that this contract, you have to be on the ground. At which point, we're just going to like scrape our landing gear for each of these checkpoints. Hey, we did it! Not too shabby, huh? Not too shabby. I think our trim's a little too aggressive. There we go. Let's see if we can land this thing. If Matt plays Juno, I'm going to explode. I honestly, I doubt he will. I could ask him, but I highly doubt he would, if I'm honest. So yeah, it would be a long way to drive, wouldn't it? Quite a long mission. Considerably faster, I think, to fly the mission. More just because I was more interested in building aircraft than building cars, but shh. I won't tell Pedro if you don't. Until he watches this stream, undoubtedly. And just wants to cry at all of the things I've done. Like a glove. Wonderful. Well, I'm quite happy with this little plane. We need to adjust the position of the main wings and our center of lift. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. And I think that's a pretty good place to call this stream. But before we do, I am going to, as promised, show off my MiG-21. I think I will also accept the career things for next. Learning to fly. Time travel for planes, get your gloves tight, go through all the checkpoints in order before the time runs out. Awesome. Yeah, so that's... Yeah, I think we did that when I first started the career quite early on. All of these contracts we've been doing with the driving and such, I think have been part of the early career, like the 1.3 career overhaul, because I had not seen these contracts before. Maybe they were in a different place or something. But yeah, like I remember doing the learning to fly one a lot earlier, which is why I thought we could just go down the plane route without having to do any cars. But I think we managed to get around it just fine. But yeah, we will definitely do that in the next episode. I don't think we can get to that Mach number without like a jet engine. Tech points wise, yeah, we're still saving up for... It's nice that we can start the plane contracts now, the plane progression. Hopefully they'll give us enough tech points to get a jet engine in the next stream. And yeah, a jet engine really, and then we want to get a seat so we can put a Druid in it, and then send a Druid through the sound barrier with a cockpit. And then start sending them into space. But yeah, let me go grab my MiG-21. Because you guys are going to like it. A piece of it fell off. Okay. I'll present it in a sec when I put the piece back on that fell off of it. There we go. Et voila. We have a MiG-21. Ladies, gents, and everyone in between. And oh yeah, it's elevators like falling off for whatever reason. They really don't like staying on. Oh, there we go. That's a bit better. See, they keep sliding like that, which isn't great, but anyway. So yeah, so we got so I sent this by a Penguinaut, actually, who's a fan of the channel, who liked that I did a YE50, which is this, but with the main engine replaced with a rocket engine. on the end, and also it had a different wing design. It had a swept and quite thin wing design. It's supposed to fly to quite high altitude, whereas this, of course, has a delta wing design. It's got retractable landing gear. We've got the main landing gear under here, which also do tuck themselves away. You've got a little gear bay there that you can open, and you can stuff your landing gear in there. Look. If I can finagle, I need to be able to see it to do it. So there we go. Close enough, I think. Yeah, you get the idea. The landing gear goes in there, but it's a bit of a faff to get it in the bay. But yeah. And you got your missiles on the side. And you're on the front. And it has had a little plate with it that says Valentina Tereshkova on it, who is I believe the pilot in there, who has got the little CCCP on the helmet as well. Et voila. If that'll focus on it. Ta-da! There it is. Got stickers and stuff on it as well, so you've got the little stars. That's completely like messed with the focusing of that camera. There we go, that's better. It takes a while to focus. I got it on a slow focus. Oh. Yeah, oh, I've lost a piece now. Yeah, these like to fall off. They're a bit loose and wobbly at the end, but I don't know. I've probably done something wrong putting them on. But regardless, there you go. That is my MiG-21. You got your flaps as well, all sorts. So hope you're happy now. You got to see my MiG-21. We can build one in Juno actually. Maybe we'll build one in Juno. Maybe not the next stream, but maybe the stream after. I'll be streaming for longer, probably doing a proper 3-hour stream, 7 to 10 as usual. But it won't be next week. Next week I am not going to be streaming, but I will stream again in 2 weeks' time. So thank you for watching Penguinauts. I do hope you enjoyed. I've been the Bitty Penguin, and I will see you in 2 weeks. Stay safe.